Mr. Irrelevant, all that. When and I want to keep this to football. When can you say a player is great? Not just good, not a great talent, but when can you say somebody is great? The reason I ask is because oftentimes I think that word great is thrown out so easily. It's thrown out so often these days when it comes to, I understand if you're the difference between, let's say, me and a Debo Samuels, he's great compared to me, right? But I'm talking about when compared to your peers, when everybody's essentially on the same level, you're all professional NFL professional football players. So what in I would hate to think that it's a championship that makes somebody great. Is it consistency? I'm just curious because when it's thrown out, so I heard as people have been talking about Jordan Love and him, this is a second season of starting, and oftentimes I hear this great young quarterback. Is he great, or is he this talented young quarterback? Is Brock Purdy an extremely talented, surprising talent? Is whatever it is. But I was just curious if you had an idea of when you are able, when Ed Smith, when Easy is able to say that's a great player right there.
Jay, you said perfectly. The word is thrown around too much these days. And we're both basically married men, right? Yeah. But let's go back to the day when we were younger and standing in the club, right? And you'd be, and you see a couple come in, you'd be like, look, that looks pretty good right there, a little head turner and everything like that. We all knew every now and then there'd be one that walked in and every dude in the club was like, damn. Right? But at the same time, there was a whole bunch that were like really good, very nice looking young ladies, right?
Yes,
there's a difference between good and damn. And what happens is we want to make every quarterback now, if they have a good stretch or whatever, we want, damn, nah, they're very good. Very good. Patrick Mahomes is damn. That's damn. And then there's a whole bunch of dudes that are very good. We're already comparing Patrick Mahomes to the GOAT. Yeah, that doesn't happen. I mean, who else are we doing that with? So he's in a category by himself. You look at some of these other quarterbacks, very good. And we know their ceilings. Brock Purdy, as long as you keep talent around him, keep the cupboard, full, he's going to be very serviceable. If you took and put him in Carolina or, even, I don't know, anywhere else, he would be hard pressed to not just be on the verge of, getting this huge contract. He'd be hard pressed to keep a job in some instances because he can't carry the load, but he can sure help you. If you got a whole bunch of other dudes to chip in, he can be there. And then some of these other quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud, Love. I mean, you run down the list of them. Josh Allen, very, very good, but not damn. And we need to quit throwing it around there so easily like all these quarterbacks are great. No, they're not. They're very good, and then you got the one who could eventually be the best to ever play the game, and he's showing you how many different ways he can win. So let's stop throwing it around out there like every one of these quarterbacks is him, and it's so easy to just be in that category. No, it's not. You have the great ones, and I mean, you think about it, Jay, when you start with your list of greatest of all time, we don't just like there's like 10 of them currently playing. No, you like Mahomes, Brady's retired, Montana, Elway. We're going back generations to create that list. So that means, well, wait a minute. What about Burrow and Tua and they're very good quarterbacks of their generation right now. They are not of that other category. So I think we have to be careful about how we throw that around and realize what we see when we see it. And everybody's not built to be Patrick Mahomes or, for right now, Tom Brady. I mean, he even separated himself from the likes of Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. He was in a category of his own even then, doing with other great, very good quarterbacks around him during his time. So it's like I said, we just got to stop throwing it around like it's just this bevy of quarterbacks that are just just so great right now. No, they're real good. They're